With just under a month left before the start of the 2024 T20 International World Cup, teams are announcing their squads for the tournament, which is being hosted by our neighbors, the United States of America and the West Indies. Here's my take on some of the squads announced thus far. Starting off with the defending champions, England, the side looks extremely well balanced, and with Jofra Archer back, it would be a lethal pace attack alongside Mark Wood and Topley. Although it will be interesting to watch if the pace and slow pitches of the Caribbeans and the USA will be a welcome relief for the opponent batters, but let's see how Joss uses his bowlers. With Will Jacks, Johnny Bairstow, and Captain Joss himself scoring stunning hundreds in the IPL, all-round abilities of Moeen Ali, Sam Curran, and Chris Jordan's inclusion will provide depth in the lower order. Also, the specialist wrist spinner in Adil Rashid makes the defending champions one of the favorites to win again. There were speculations about resting veterans and to go with a young squad, but India has chosen to entrust their experienced players to bring home the trophy. This would be another chance for Captain Rohit Sharma to bring home a World Cup trophy, which he missed out on last year due to the Aussie onslaught. How can I talk about the Indian side and not mention Virat Kohli? There were talks about dropping him due to his strike rate, but he has silenced his critics by scoring 500 runs in 10 games at a strike rate of 147 at an average of about 71.442 in the current IPL. Shubman Gill and Rinku Singh have been placed in reserves, which has come as a surprise for a lot of fans, as Rinku was being seen as the next finisher for India after MS Dhoni due to his calm composure and heroics in last year's IPL. Young Yashasvi will be a lethal opening partner with Sharma and has a great record in the Caribbeans as well, but will have to prove his mantle for being preferred over the likes of Gill and KL Rahul for the opening spots. Moving on to Afghanistan, the Afghan team would enter the tournament high in confidence, given their impressive run at the ODI World Cup last year. Their squad selection is reflective of their intentions and homework, as they picked 6 all-rounders in the squad to strengthen their middle order and lower middle order. With Rashid as captain, veteran Nebi, and more than half of their squad taking part in the ongoing IPL and other leagues around the world, Afghanistan seems to have covered all their bases and are well set to cause some serious damage in the World Cup. Up next is the lethal and highly successful Australia, who have cracked the code of winning ICC trophies. With Mitch Marsh handed the captaincy, it's amazing how Australian think tank works. While any other country would have loved to have Pat Cummins lead the T20 side also, who just months ago gave Indians one of the biggest heartbreaks by beating India in the ODI World Cup final in India with his brilliant strategic captaincy, and is currently doing wonders for the Sunrisers Hyderabad in the IPL. But he will be part of the Australian squad just as a bowler. Much spoken about, Jake Fraser-McGurk has been left out, and Marcus Stoinis brings heavy hitting options in the lower middle order along with his medium pace. Although Glenn Maxwell and Cameron Green have not been at their best for RCB in the ongoing IPL, we all know Aussies turn into something extraordinary when it comes to ICC events. I mean, who can forget the amazing performance by Maxwell last year against Afghanistan? Travis being in red-hot form in the IPL, smashing bowlers out of the park, hard hitters Tim David, veterans like Mitchell Starc, Hazelwood, David Warner, and Matthew Wade will make it difficult for any team to beat them. Lastly, it's an exciting time for Canada, as this is the first time they're taking part in a T20 International World Cup. Their squad announcement raised some questions. Canada has excluded wicketkeeper batsman Srimanta Vijayaratne, who was part of the G20 Season 3 winning team Montreal Tigers and played a vital role for Canada qualifying for the T20 World Cup. Another questionable exclusion is of Nikhil Duttas, who was the second highest wicket taker for Canada in the T20 World Cup Americas qualifiers tournament. Good to see Aaron Johnson's continued form, all-round services of Harsh Thakur, and inclusion of star bowler Kaleem Sana, along with a mix of experience and young talents. Captain Saad Bin Safar and team have a huge task ahead of them, and being a Canadian, I'm hoping they can have some great results. That's it for now. Stay tuned for part 2. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.